Feel great, feeling great, feeling good. Starting to peak, so everything's clicking. Had a great camp, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the fight.
Tell us about your evolution as a fighter up to this point. How have you changed?
I think like one of an old friend used to say, I'm kind of a young vet, 29 years old, but I'm battle tested. I don't have as many fights as I should, but I was never really promoted or taken care of by a manager until maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. So I had to do what I had to do. I always had a job, and coming up, I actually had to take tough fights that most prospects wouldn't take. But I had to do what I had to do to get out, because I knew I had the talent to be at this level, and now I'm glad that I'm respected and recognized as a tough fighter. But I think it's time to get a big win and show that I actually belong and I'm an elite fighter as well.
Describe your style and how it matches up with someone like Danny.
I think it's a great style mashup. Danny's a strong puncher, a great counter puncher, and me, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna come with it. But I got a lot of intangibles that I think a lot of people are counting out. I think a lot of people only see me as one-dimensional, just to come forward and brawler. So I got a couple tricks up my sleeve to show the world. April 20th.
Do you feel the fights with Bronner and Porter, right? That they prepared you for this kind of fight. They're the elite of the elite, and maybe not. I mean, how does that prepare you for this fight?
Yeah, no, they were good fights. I mean, the Broner fight, I felt like I should have gotten the nod, but I didn't. And then the Porter fight, I just fought the wrong fight, and then once I had him, he had a lot of help from the referee. I'm not gonna let that go. I know he was ready to go, but it's like I kind of felt like that fight was already bought before I fought, so I knew I had to knock him out, and I think they did anything to make sure he finished the fight. But Sean Porter's a great champion. I take nothing against him. A great champion and a great man. But yeah, no, definitely with those two fights, I've got a little chip on my shoulder, and I feel like this, God willing, the third time's the charm, and that this is the one that I'll break out and show the boxing world I belong with the elite, and I want a title shot. I've always wanted to become a world champion, and I haven't got my opportunity at 140. Everybody knows I'm a 140-pound elite fighter. I beat the #1 fighter years ago, and then he got a title shot before me, and he made it to the distance. And Jose Ramirez, who is that champion, he had a tough fight with him. He did win the fight, but I stopped him. So I've been feeling like that's my belt this whole time. Meanwhile, everybody's circling each other at 140, and I would be willing to fight any of them, but the only opportunities I'm getting given is at 147. And the boxing public knows I'm not afraid to fight anybody, so I will take on all challenges, and that's why I'll take this as another challenge. But I think this is the one that I got to cash out on, and I got to get the big win.
Do you feel that you need a knockout in this fight? You said third time's the charm. They are lining him up for potential fights down the line.
No, I know. Once again, they're talking past me. I'm not used to. I'm used to that. I'm not, phased by it at all. I do feel like I need a stoppage or a dominating win. Like I need a one-sided fight, because I just already know I've got the record where I've got enough controversial losses that it's like we'll just throw him another one. If it's close, I definitely know I won't get the nod, so that's why I'm training hard to get a stoppage or a dominating fight.
You have a good chin. He has a lot of power. Do you have to be a little bit smarter with him, or are you confident that whatever he can throw your way, you can handle it and still get the victory?
We'll see how the fight plays out, but definitely I got a lot of respect for his power. He showed it. Like there's a lot of fights where he's losing the whole fight, and he just has that one-punch power that'll change it all. So I'm definitely going to respect that. There's levels to power, even I've been with some big punchers over my career where I even feel the punch, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to bang with that dude. But definitely I got the beard, and, even if he drops me, I know I'm getting up.
What do you think is the difference between you and him?
I think I got more dog than he does. I've watched enough fights now, and I see, he complains a lot and kind of gets away with a lot. And he does, do what he got to do to win. But, I never had anything handed to me. I never been groomed the way he has. So I think I got a lot more to prove, and I got a bigger chip on my shoulder than he does.
If he complains, what are you gonna do in the fight?
I'll tell him to stop bitching.
Respect.
What changes did your camp make to prepare for this fight?
We mixed it up. You know, I'm living out in Mexico now. Shout out to Culiacan, Sinaloa, toda la plebada. I started out there, and now I'm finishing in California. This is usually a home for me now. I always finish camp with my team, Journeyman Management, at the McGirt Boxing Gym. You know, it's what I've done personally is just, you know, things that I haven't done in other camps. You know, keeping my body guessing and you know, changing up the strength training, changing up the conditioning. You know, I'm ready to show out. You know, like I said, you guys already know it's gonna be a great fight. I'm gonna come with it no matter what. If he drops me, I'm getting up. I'm gonna be there in his face. I'm gonna make him fight. But you know, I'm tired of just being somebody who puts on good shows. I need a big win.
How's your body feel with all the changes it's going through with this training camp that you just mentioned?
It feels good. I feel comfortable. I mean, you know, now it's at a point where, you know, since I've never gotten the opportunities at 140, my body's actually already graduated to 147. The way I didn't want it to, I wanted to win